Hi Earth Signs, this is self-discovery support and this is going to be your reading. It's a new format where I'm going to be doing an oracle message at the beginning for the whole collective, and then we're going to move straight into a short reading for Capricorn, then Taurus, then Virgo. Alright, and the other thing to know is that tarot is not prescriptive and it does not tell you what your fate is gonna be. It's more of energetic information. Alright, so take what feels good. Alright, we are gonna move into your oracle message. Alright, and so for Earth Signs, I pulled this before. It's the Cobra or Cobra. This is a card that talks about pausing, waiting, and the inner teacher. So it does feel like big life lessons are happening here. It's like observing and learning from what is happening around you and what has happened. So it almost feels like, sometimes lessons can be hard, because when you're learning it, it's like you go through it tests you physically, mentally, emotionally, particularly spiritually, and it just feels like the thing though is that you come out the other side wiser, and I think that's what's happening for you here. Alright, so a little bit from the guidebook. It asks, what would it feel like to be a student again? What are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. When in balance, a student of life, humble, wise. When out of balance, knows it all and is egocentric. So there's something here about, I think that for many of you, you could be encountering somebody in your life that is going to almost be special. They're going to stand out in that the lesson you learn from this person is going to be significant for carrying forward in the rest of your life. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there was anything else I had to say about that. This is fire energy, so it could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Some of you could have dealt with someone who's one of those signs as well, and just assessing that. And also the thing is that you could have learned lessons that you will be passing on to others after this. That's something there. So even just learning through connections and relationships, but that brings out something that you're able to pass on. All right, so let's start with Capricorn. Capricorn, there's something on the horizon here. I think this wise teacher or this inner teacher of yours, there's a situation that it's almost like you're learning how to interact in a new way with this person, or this person is teaching you new skills. I do see the Three of Pentacles. Now, Capricorn is very good at achieving what they need. Sometimes Capricorn, it can be lost on Capricorn how to build, or it's a skill that you learn. I would say for most Capricorns that comes in life is because you do need to learn how to work together to achieve big things, right? And this is Three of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. So it does feel like there is somebody, or there is an experience that you're going to have, or you could have had this already, that is going to teach you things in the practical. For some of you, it could feel like wanting to work to build blocks with someone. How do we get along together? Now we have the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Cups. I think that this situation is one you've thought a lot about. It feels like it's testing. This situation is definitely like a trial. It's testing your metal. I do think that sometimes you could be tempted to avoid it because it does make you anxious and it's something that you think all the time about. You know, sometimes it's like, should I just give up on this, or should I really go in and try to make something work? It feels like a choice that you have. You know, do I try to make something work? Do I move on? And it does feel like that has been the thought that kind of goes around and around for you. Queen of Swords with the Tower. I do feel like there's somebody here that maybe you see this person as not afraid to speak their truth. Maybe you even see this person as somebody that was hurt. Maybe this is somebody that they have said something to you that is quite it's giving you a lot of insight. It's shifted a lot of things for you. Because, and that tower doesn't always mean it's bad. Often it means it's good change. But change in itself is kind of terrifying for humans, right? So Knight of Swords with the Eight of Wands. I think that you could be tempted to it's like feeling like you want to say something to this person now. It's almost like this person had their say, and that kind of sent you into a space where you had to really deep think. What do I do now? Knight of Swords is actually finding yourself to say, okay, I actually could move some things here. I think this person has got you thinking about a lot of things. Maybe you disagree with some of it. I do think this is someone that you actually have some feeling for, but the Hermit is here. Could be a Virgo. It wouldn't be surprising. Crown of Pentacles is Taurus as well. It just is. I think it's making you think about like maybe partnership. Yeah. Something that this person said to you is, I think you had to step away. You had to think about this. Maybe even, thought, okay, I don't want to deal with this, but because I think a truth can be hard. But this Page of Cups and the Empress is like, I actually think you realize that your heart's quite open to this, and this person may have spoken sharp truths, but they may have you may see that has caused you to see them in a different light, and you may feel like, okay, this is true. This is a truth after all. It may be encouraging you to take the leap forward to achieve this, because that's an Empress right there, right? The Chariot is here. So Leo and Cancer and energy as well. Alright, so for you, it feels like, for you Capricorn, it feels like the inner teacher is this interaction you've had with somebody that has really shifted the way of seeing them, the things you want to achieve. It's maybe concretized some of those things, and yeah, that's what I'm seeing here for you Capricorn. Alright, so if you enjoyed this, please do like, comment, subscribe, and I'd love to have you on another reading. I'm going to move on now to Taurus. Taurus, you have okay, this is a little different for you. Taurus has the Ace of Wands. Okay, sometimes when you're presented with an Ace of Wands, it can feel like I'm not ready. I'm really not ready, but I can't look away from the Ace of Wands. Like, it's the Ace of Wands feels like, you know, you ever had a conversation with someone and you're talking, and then you both have this kind of like connectivity about something. Maybe you want to collaborate on something. Maybe there's an idea, but it's just something that sparks in you and you feel driven to act on it. That is the Ace of Wands. That's hard to ignore. It can also feel like inspiration or motivation. Okay, so with all of that energy, the Cobra, we have the Two of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Both of these things are happening at nighttime. It feels like you're not fully able. It's like not being convinced. You know, like you're like, I know this feels right. I know it feels good, but I don't know. I don't know about this. Maybe I'll just. The Eight of Cups is like avoiding it. You know, I'll just. Yeah, I'm not ready. I'm just gonna go another way. So yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, what and why does this thing have you so adamant to avoid it? We do see the Nine of Swords here, giving us a little bit of the answer, which is, I do think that you're in this mental space with when it comes to connecting to someone. So it might be, for some of you, it might be joining a new team, partnering with somebody, but it could really just be entering like a relationship, right? Like the things that we do to daily put work into something together. I almost think like this Ace of Wands is there, you're recognizing it, but I think your worry about it is so much that it can feel like, I don't know, like an avoidance of it. I'm not sure, you're not sure about it. Four of Swords. Yeah, it can almost feel like you're resting, okay, what I'm seeing is you're healing from something. Nine of Pentacles. I think it's not that you don't have a big heart or you don't want happiness, but right now it could feel like, you know, you're quite committed to your self-reliance, your autonomy. And there is something, it's suggested here that you're healing from something maybe quite big, because there is a lot of like push away of this Ace of Wands. Yeah. Here's the thing, Taurus. I definitely think the Cobra energy is teaching you what and when you should be acting on something. So if it's not right, it's not right at this time. There is some worry. Sometimes it can feel like you're jumping ahead. Does experiencing an Ace of Wands with somebody automatically lead you to like relationship energy? I mean, not necessarily. But it is worth it knowing that if you are not ready, you're not ready. Crown of Cups with the Ten of Cups. You know, the thing right here is like, I do see in you the intention or the ability and the capacity and almost the need as well to want to make more later. You do have that big kind of love in your heart. The Hangman with the Eight of Swords. But right now, it feels like right now you're telling yourself it's not the time for this. So I guess listen to yourself, but then also listen to the fears. The Emperor with the High Priestess. Sometimes you have to battle it out with these two. It's like your intuition engaging your will to your need to control something, because I do feel like there is a certain kind of dissatisfaction that sets in when we try to control our intuition. All right, this is what I have for you, Taurus. So hope it goes well. If you did like this, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And I love to have you on another video. I'm going to move on to Virgo. Alright, Virgo, so we have your cards here. Let's start with the first one. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is trying to get to a place where you're happy, you're satisfied, trying to figure out what you like as well. But in your case, I do think that there's a state of, like, there's an idea you have about what would make you happy. Almost like you came to that, which, you know, I have to say for Virgos, that is an amazing place to be at, knowing what makes you happy, because it's quite a settled space. You're not overthinking it anymore. But then there is the drive. Okay, can I achieve this thing? And then of course Virgo wants to make sure that this thing is achieved. And I'm telling you this because there is the devil in hidden energies here. Okay, what is that about? In this case, it can kind of feel like relying on, there's a Five of Swords. Okay, it feels like a situation where you have decided to move on from, because I think you felt like it's toxic. You felt like there's something that is not, this almost feels like the disappointment of discovering that the thing you wanted is not actually good for you, kind of, you know. There's something here that was a new opportunity. You thought it was a new opportunity. Ace of Pentacles here with the Five of Pentacles. It almost feels like there was a new opportunity, but it's snatched from you, or there's a new chance in a situation that was not feeling like it was giving anymore. It was dry. Maybe somebody had cut something off. Maybe somebody was moving on, and you thought, okay, I can open up a new opportunity here, and because that's what I want, that's what I would like. But it's feeling like, no, that wasn't achieved. And then it's like realizing how attached, this is more of an attachment issue. The situation is a little bit toxic. At least, let me not say toxic, but it's not good for you, because, you know, that word has degrees. Now we have a Five of Cups and the Lovers. This has to do with a partnership. Two people that, and for you Virgos, it feels like something that it just never came together. Maybe you felt like when you had a chance at having it come together, it didn't work in the way that you thought, and maybe on your own path you think there are regrets here. You do think about what you could have done differently, but also I think there is a mourning process and also a return to self-love. I think that's the decision that I'm seeing here, is like, yes, I wanted this would have made me happy, but I do think that it's okay. There's something here about breaking free. Do you see that? Like breaking free from ties that bind. This could have felt like a soul tie. Yeah. Okay, so it's at that point where the Cobra energy is telling you that it's almost like you've gotten to a point, you've learned how to recognize something. So this is pretty significant. We have Gemini energy, we have Scorpio energy, and Pisces. In a situation where you have the devil and the lovers coming out, this to me always, and it's coming out quite often in readings now, this can talk about connections that go through the, like, have the potential to be great but have this toxic side to them, and sometimes it can yo-yo back and forth. It's like people trying to move through the part that's difficult to get to the good part. Yeah. So anyway, Virgos, this is your reading, and if you did like this, please do like, comment, and subscribe. I do feel like wisdom is setting in for you about life and these relationships in your life. Take care and all the best, earth signs.